other stage, which is having to play the champ of champions, which now you have to play the team that has won the CAF Confederations Cup. So both teams will equally compete so that they go with the team that wins with on that day, they're able to go and play Club World Cup. So you needed to win that stage first and then go to the Club World Cup. So it was different stages, and we knew the importance of having to win those games, and we were able to help us go and play the Club World Cup. So it was very crucial to win that game so that we were able to give ourselves a chance and compete to the greatest of them all, because of the Club World Cup is the levels of all levels. It's the last stage of club football, and I wanted to be there.
Villa, you mentioned earlier that for you guys it was more like about learning and getting to test yourselves against some of the best in the world. I guess these guys have got you now to talk to explain to them how is it like. Maybe your message to them going to the Club World Cup. The importance of making sure that they compete to their maximum best so that they can achieve even where you did not.
Luckily with them, they are fortunate enough that they have a mixed group that has individuals that have played in the Olympics, a group that has individuals that have played in the European stage, which is Tashik Matthews has played for Dortmund, so he can easily also share a bit of the insights of what he has. I think also having to have the conditions. I think for us, when we look back in 2016, having to adapt to the conditions. Having to play on a surface that was thoroughly green. It was appetizing for us, and it took us time to control the ball under those conditions. And we were like, we are really far with our football, because we couldn't really concentrate in terms of controlling the ball. So those were the other technical things that we had to adjust. And while you're adjusting to that, the other teams are ahead of you. So those are the lessons that we were able to come around us, and we felt like we are really behind. It gave us that, when you had to come back and say, how can you reflect and say how far we are? And we saw one of those things, and those are small things, but they are big factors in terms of football.
It's a similar question again from me. As a personally, as an individual, as a player, what does it do to your career, to your name, to win the CAF Champions League?
Champions League, sure. Being amongst the greatest, being among the names who were there before, and of course before us there's history of Orlando Pirates having to do it in 1995, whereby you hear the famous goal of Jerry Kosara. So to be part of that VC group of able to say that now we are on the map, we can be mentioned among the greatest, that we have won it. So for me it was very powerful. It's a beautiful story. It can only get better even for the other ones that are coming up with this group entirely, that are currently in the final. So you just have to go there and show it to yourself also that you belong in the history books, and you have one job to do, which is of course winning the football match.
Speaking of history, if for instance Sundowns go on to win on Sunday and then again compete very well at the Club World Cup, comparisons will be made between this current year's generation and your guys'. Would you be biased in comparison, or do you think that the team now has raised the level?
One person that says just appreciate eras. If the era is doing so good, there's no comparison for me. Just have to appreciate, because it's different eras, and I don't want to expand. That's it. I don't want to expand. I just appreciate football. I just appreciate it because of then and now it's two different things. If then you ask me that question, I'd say appreciate. Even now, I'll tell you now, appreciate. I wouldn't compare.
Earlier you mentioned how Pesitao was sort of like born during the FIFA Club World Cup in Japan. Maybe putting your head on the block in this current squad, do you see a player that to say that if he goes to America and then put his best foot forward, he might actually get back into the country with a number of offers?
Maybe Davis. No, I'm kidding. There's so much great talent. In Sundowns, which I think, of course, in Europe they'll consider age first. And then, of course, if then that player is going to be healthy enough, I look at the likes of Obama Payne, that is pretty much on the rehab. I look at the likes of Obama who had won it under 20 also, then he'll be included also, just to see how far he can go, because those are just great players that I will be not only beneficiary for Sundowns, they're going to be beneficial for the national team, because I feel like if a player is really like a player like that, under 20, and then show you, why not? Why not even take him in at the high level in terms of having to even go play for Bafana Bafana? So like my Bene, hopefully we fit for that. Like Ghana also, I mean, players that are within the right age, because those are the key elements that they look for in terms of age that are able to support them. But I mean, sometimes maybe not age, but maybe sometimes someone is even not in the same age, maybe might even deliver top performances. Why not? So it's a very big squad. I mean, Mugao, Ukwena, I think for me also Mugao has been. It's unfortunate, It's unfortunate. I don't know. Maybe life or football goes. Once upon a time, they'll change the scenario with him and then get exposed in a different way. But you'll never know. But as I say, you never stop dreaming.
Yeah.
Maybe this could be it for him. Maybe it could be it for him. So, I mean, Koza also, right? Future as a centre back. Yeah, I mean, those are the players that I could think of at the moment.
How do you feel when a player such as Timber Zwane, big mention of how much you helped him during the recovery process, given all that, he continues to be for South African football, and then he mentions your name to say that you helped him through a difficult period in his career?
I think it's just brotherhood. I mean, I myself, before, when I came to Sundowns, I mean, he had opened that door for me. Yes, we are pretty much will be close with the national team, but just to show me the ropes around the team, how things are being done, and how to get into the game, and show me how then the coach wants you to play. I mean, it had no brainer for me, but at the level of just the emotional side of us getting closer to one another, I mean, it was important for me to say, like, look, this is a reaching hand, and it was only up to him at the same time, because I could only say much, but it's up to the player, because more than anything, when you're going through these things, it's the mental battle that you fight with. As much as I can tell you this and tell you that, he is the one that's going to be able to do this exercise, and I tell you now, this exercise can be really annoying, because you're doing the same thing each and every day, and that can test your mind.